Guess what?
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 You just clicked on another episode of EXP.
No, I didn't. I've been here the whole time.
All right, Sam, right?
You gotta do the.
I've been. Yes, welcome back to another episode of EXP. We are, unfortunately, today without Landon, so Evandris will be off assisting the rest of the town with various things, strong lifting and such. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Last we left off, our adventurers made it to just over the halfway point of their journey to Osran. Their long trek was going to have a moment of respite in the nomadic city of Cloudgate, the city Morgen commonly calls home. Only when they arrived, they found the town smoking from fires, broken pieces, and an incursion of Clank soldiers who seemingly had inscriptions of the grandfather on them with cloth coloring and armor resembling that of Brainar. We pick up as the night dies down. The community starts gathering items to heal and patch wounds, and our hopeful, somewhat, adventurers take a breath to recount exactly what happened and what the next steps will be for the Agatian Aeronauts. So, we pick up as the Clanks have fallen back, a friend taken, and it seems everyone starts to pick up the pieces, help others to various locations to, again, patch wounds, and I'll direct your guys' attention to Roll20 as we drag everyone in to an aerial view of Cloudgate.
Okay.
Imagine the towns, every building having, maybe a rolled up section of a balloon or laying down the side of the building. You see a sort of larger building off to the side that is the main hall where they go for group meetings and such. Otherwise, there are other various tents and quick pitch booth areas of where people can go to get certain foods if they need, and a bunch of other buildings. You see this collapsed windmill off to the east here, and you can see exactly where Morgan's balloon landed when you guys arrived. I'm going to slightly adjust this. I don't know why this screen is so zoomed in. Yeah, so you go.
I believe this windmill is to the west and not the east.
Sorry, you are correct. All right.
Come on,
Yes.
Anna, never eat soggy waffles.
Katie's gonna eat soggy waffles soon when she goes back for her Waffle House leftovers.
You're not even wrong. I doused those in syrup and I'm not ashamed of it.
There's a pancake hut you see off to the side
Let's go.
on this map here. So yeah, we'll treat this as a regional, I say, as it's just like an aerial view of the town. And I will drag your characters in. So you all probably would have gotten together around this area of the town. Dropped Evandris. Oh my gosh. Dropped Evandris over here. You guys would have gotten together. And I think we just
NPC Evandris.
Yes.
over here in the town area. You can see my pinging, hopefully. Are you guys able to move your characters and such?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Yes, but you gather over in this area. You just saw the collapsed windmill become collapsed. But, night dying down, maybe through exhaustion and tiredness. I would even say like Morgen, maybe you were over here as you had last thrown your stick and had it come back, hitting one of the Clanks while the others kind of gathered around and helped grab for kidnapping your friend. I believe it's June.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pick up as the sun is starting to set, and you all gather over towards this main square area.
So is there still combat? Is there still things happening? Or
You've come out of combat. You did notice that the Clanks, I'll say, went and headed this way. If you can see my blue. Let me make this brighter.
Yes.
Large.
This way.
Clanks went off that away.
And they took June.
They took June, yes.
Where?
So are we all together now?
Yes, you're all together. Everyone from the rest of the group ran up the rest of the way. During the battle, came together right as they were retreating, and you guys are left with a calm evening with people gathering around, passing out water, sort of recuperating after the events.
I think Morgan's just very flustered. They're still with their friend Zach, who's in his wheelchair. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
I think as people start coming up, I'm just like, we have to go after her. They took my friend. They took my friend. I don't know why. I don't know where they're going, but we have to follow them.
Let's take a deep breath and make sure everyone's
yeah. I'll do a lot of deep breaths.
Yeah. Hand him like a little paper bag. Here,
I do not need to breathe. I would go and get them for you. Completely ignoring whatever he may or may not have just allegedly done.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Døden a little bit.
I'll be running. I'll be like, I got you. I'll do my best to help you. You be calm.
Okay. Do you know? I think I just look to Zach and say like, dude, what happened? Why are these people attacking us? Why did they take June?
Oh, this might be a very big file. Real quick, I'm dragging in a picture for Zach's. Yep, there we go. This is Zach, folks.
Horrible.
I like that it's like parachute style. That's sick.
Yeah.
This is Zach.
That reminds me of the character from Avatar that lived in the air temple.
Oh yeah, it had the they sat in.
That also is like
the glider
around.
Yeah. So yes, Zach is there with you all. Sorry, you were saying what to Zach?
Who? Why were they attacking? Who? What happened? Why did they take June?
I don't know why they would have taken her. But they seem to be going towards the windmill. June and I had snuck off there a couple times. That's where they started keeping any either used, broken, or new batteries for the balloons.
Yes. They were trying to get. Why did they take her though?
I don't know.
Are you okay though? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'd like just start patting his face and looking for like wounds or something.
I'm fine.
You have to be okay, okay?
I'm great.
I cannot lose someone else, okay?
He kind of takes your hands for a second and like pries them from his face. He goes, "It's good to see you."
It's good to see you too. I was excited to see you. I didn't expect it to be like this. And just kind of gestures to the whole town.
You look around and the one piece of the windmill just
Right. So this is
yeah.
bad. Um,
So you three go off towards the forest there.
Yeah, I'm kind of walking very quickly, trying to catch up with Døden, and I'm like, where are we going? What are we doing?
We are going to get the Clanks who have taken his friend.
Do we have a specific plan going in, or are we just gonna go?
No, we are just going to go. We will figure all
All
this
right.
out later.
You know, while we have you, what was up with that whole killing the hair thing?
Which what?
You know, when you killed that lady a little bit ago back there.
Is business things.
What sort of business? Like that?
It's personal business. It is also Nanya business, as they say. It is something that is more complicated than I have time to answer for right now.
Well, it looks like we have a lot of time. This seems like a very long walk.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should fight them first, and then we can answer questions later.
Okay. Well, you
Or
answer
not
one
answer
question.
questions.
One question. Not right now. Later.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps.
Like a really, really good one.
Are they just like immediate, like in this little clearing thing?
So yeah, would you guys have left like immediately after they had retreated, or would you take a second as things were dying down to?
As soon as Morgan, as soon as they said, yeah, they're off down, I think Døden would have just walked immediately.
So they would have probably a little bit of distance on you, but because they are essentially rushing out of that area, there's no like exactly hiding their tracks or anything like that. So you can tell they are definitely a ways away ahead of you, heading back towards their camp. But you have a nice trail if you were to try to pursue now or at a later time. Up to you.
Oh, I have an idea. I think this would be a good time to beast form, and let me just figure out what would be a good tracker for this particular situation.
Ooh, could it be something I could ride? That way we can keep up with Døden easier.
I'm not that strong, but y'all could probably just like Iron Giant it up.
Yeah, with the two smallest members.
Yeah.
Do you want
flying.
me to be able to fly or be able to get through the forest quickly?
Maybe fly, because if you're up high, you could
Like
get an advantage and point us towards where to go.
Okay, I can turn into a hawk.
Yeah. Get them hawk eyes.
A hawk. Okay, so I'll mark a stress and turn into a hawk.
Turn into a hawk. What is your I guess there's no like
I gain
speed.
advantage on deceiving, locating, and scaring.
Yo,
So I would like to locate.
I hate when you get deceived by a hawk.
I can fly at will. Once per rest while I'm airborne, I can ask the GM a question about the scene below you without needing to roll.
Yeah.
The first time a character makes a roll to act this information, they gain advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, big, you know, like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where you get to be the bird when it flies over. You can see. Cool. So you take off, start flying. You can definitely, I'll say, hawk speed, get ahead of, you know, the people running on the ground, bobbing through. There's not an abundance of trees, like it's not forest area. It is more plains, but there definitely is some trees every once in a while, so bobbing and weaving through. But you take off and get above these trees. So what exactly are you looking for?
Can we hear a hawk screech, please?
That totally cut it out.
I think Zoom, yeah, it probably was like, that's a fake noise. That's a sneeze.
That's probably for the best. It was
Don't
bad.
worry, I'll add it in post.
Oh yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah, no, this is great. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
you
go up
fly
and
up.
I'm going to look for some people that look like they are rushing in a certain direction away from us in these woods.
Okay.
And then when I find them, I want to start making little circles to mark where they're at.
Okay. So you just
There.
want to be like a tracking beacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
like, what do I see though?
yes, you fly up to get this view, and you see Cloudgate, where it is, the general decimation of it. You see Morgen's balloon, and you look off into the rest of the forest. You see that, I'll say, especially with hawk eyes, you definitely spot the movement of a wave of individuals. You're assuming Clank, since they're running the opposite direction of Cloudgate. I'll say, well, with hawks, they can spot like mice, right, in the fields. So I'll say you definitely see a single clump of maybe about 4 or 5 of them in a couple different spots. And you look, and one of them is June. One of them is the pink-skinned and horned tiefling that is Morgan's friend who was taken. You then spot a couple of other individuals who seem to be held by a couple different Clanks, who are also being dragged back towards camp area. That is right below where you fly. Are you flying further in that direction, or are you going to stay there and just circle?
I'm gonna circle in that spot for a second, and then I'm going to do like a bigger loop to kind of really see what the area is like.
Okay, so you start circling. You guys get a ping of where exactly it is, from this hawk that you keep your eyes on.
And then I do my little hawk, and then
there you
I
go.
do my bigger loop.
Awesome, bigger loop. And do you loop, I'm guessing, in the direction of where they're headed? Or just over the whole thing?
Like, the direction of where they're headed.
Okay. You head the direction of where they're headed, and it is further off. You have to kind of go through a bit of a valley for a second. Not like a huge one, but it's they almost like chose this spot so it is a little bit harder to traverse and get a lot of people through here. So goes through this little valley area, turns around a hill, and then it opens up into another section that you can see there's a couple of different large tents set up, smaller tents as well. You're assuming they're base camp.
Okay. I will keep that in mind, and I will circle back to the group.
Back.
And then, am I able to talk in my beast form?
I think with the update, I don't think you're able to now. I can check. What is this called? Druid form? Is it?
Beast form.
Beast form.
You can just make another hawk noise.
All right, yes or no questions, gang. I can.
1 screech for yes, 2 screeches for no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, I closed my I thought I was going to
It's talking about the specific beast.
Wait, I could drop
Anyway.
out of it immediately, but like
That's one of your
then I'd
think
have to
so.
work another stress to turn back into it.
Yeah.
It says, and you can talk and communicate as normal, yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Oh,
at the
sick.
top in the mark of stress thing before the beast form options.
There you go.
Okay, let's wig and go. Hey guys, it looks like they're dragging 3 total people, and there was about
It was 4 or 5.
they were dragging like 4 or 5 total people, and there was how many of them again?
The Clanks?
Yeah, adversaries.
You could guess around. Let's see if there were 4 or 5 on each of them, or 3 to 5 on each of them. You could guess around like 20 to 25-ish.
Did we
There's
see
a
how easy they
Good
dropped?
number of them. Like, it might be a little difficult for all of us to take without a bit of a plan, without hurting the others.
The friendlies.
But they're
Okay.
heading towards a base.
It seems like it's going to be worse once we get to base. I do have Lightfoot from Wildborn, which means that my movement is naturally silent. So I could theoretically sneak in and try to do a rescue operation. Be a little scary, but you know what? I think it's the right thing to do. I think we need to save her. To her, right?
Yes.
Possibly save all 4 or 5 of them if we can.
Okay.
And I call the brave warrior for nothing. So even if this might be risky and stupid, I think it's gotta happen.
I think we're better off sneaking than trying to fight all these people.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
They're about, like, I'm gonna say however many hours on foot away from the base. Minutes.
Is the base Cloudgate, or is the base where they're going?
The base is where they're headed to, like
Okay.
their own setup
Like,
area.
based off of, like, the distance I saw, how far were they from getting there?
They were, I would say, about 2/3 of the way there. You guys would have just started.
So I'm catch up.
I could fly back to the base and scope it out a little bit and try to formulate a route and see where I think they're going to be keeping them so we know where to go.
That sounds like a good plan. Then we can sneak in at night, but we know where we're targeting to rescue.
All right. I'm going to go fly back and scope out the settlement base.
All right.
camp.
You fly back, and I'll say, no problem with those eyes. You can definitely find the trail that they're taking. You see in some spots. Let me find the page for it. In some spots, you notice where they almost kind of pause for a second before one person moves around in a specific direction, or in a specific pattern almost, and ushers the rest of them, like moves to a specific point and then allows the others to kind of move around them in a specific way, and then they keep going. So that's
How
something else
far
you
away
notice.
are Elret and Døden from the points where they seem to be bobbing and weaving?
I'd say further than you think, because this starts to happen about halfway, from halfway to 3/4 of the way there, and you guys are probably at like first quarter. So after that point is when they start being a tad more careful.
Okay, so if they have time, I'm gonna keep going to the base and then make sure I get back before they would be there.
Yeah. It's the same sort of, tougher terrain into around a large hill, and then it comes sort of right into this sort of ramshackled, fenced, tented area.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You can get a definite memory bank hold of that path, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly down and like check out the rooms and like see where I think that place where the prisoners will be kept would be.
Okay. And okay. I'll say give me, I think it's in let me pull this up real quick. Go ahead and give me an instinct roll to
Okay. Does this
perceive.
count as? Does this count as making a roll to act on the information gained from my bird's eye view?
Yeah.
Because if so, I get advantage.
Yes. So yeah, get
Because
advantage.
of my beast.
So at a d6.
Always fun
and
when you phrase the question very legally. So, would you say this meets these
Would you
specific
say-
conditions?
did
Yes.
the bad guys give us some treats?
Oh, if you're going back and looting the bodies.
Oh no, I meant the other hope fear.
Oh, yes.
The other side.
I was like, yeah, you can go back and like loot the clanks, I guess.
Although not a bad idea.
Oh wait, how much hope
that's
are
not
we
really-
starting with for this session?
That's what we're getting to.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just rolling my die.
yes.
I got a freaking. Speaking of hope and fear, I got a 14 with fear.
14 with fear, thank you.
So.
Oops. That's my thing, is I've shuffled my papers around, so I can't figure out. I think this was my paper last time. I have too many post-it notes. Awesome. So or is this my post-it note? Oh no, I think it was this post-it note. Yes, so if I can recall, it's been a bit wacky since we've done a couple sessions out of order. Let me send Griffin a quick message and see if he remembers because we played 2 sessions of theirs since then, so we're trying to keep those in order. Real quick.
Time for me to explore resin printers that I don't need to buy, because I was thinking about the Døden mini, and then I was thinking about if I could just print my own, and then I was thinking, ooh, yeah, I don't need to buy that. Let me look those up.
We have a little one that Anna uses for that.
Yeah, I do like my resin printer. It's a little finicky. It's definitely harder, but it's pretty awesome when you can get it working. Sick. Okay.
I got a 14 in fear. And if I really can't figure this out, I could just like talk to a plant and see if they overheard anything.
So 14.
Talk to a plant.
Yes. Talk to your local plants, kids. Okay, he also doesn't remember. So I'll say y'all get 4 extra hope because I believe it was with hope and they were upset about it.
I am at full hope. So
I have 4.
I'm also full hope.
Well, looks like both of us get 2.
There you go.
Very nice.
All right. Yes,
But I'm
14.
mad stressed out, by the way.
Yeah. 14 with fear. I'll say it's easy enough. Like, well, okay. They hadn't got there yet. I'll say it will take you an extra bit of time to watch the patterns of them walking around, because they are about 2/3, 3/4 of the way, and rounding the corner sort of when you go back to look for this. So as you sort of trail around in the sky, you see them, various people spread out to different tents. You see there are a couple of extra leftover clanks who are there maintaining the campsite and making sure no one comes and tries to like attack them while they're gone. There's about probably like 3 or 4 of them that are just stationed there watching. But as they come in, you see them take them to this one tent that is, I'll say, towards the southwest of the campsite.
Okay. So, take a little peek in there and be like, okay, noted. And I'm going to take a dump on whoever's tent looks the fanciest and then fly back.
All right. Fly back. All right. Fly back. You guys, are you continuing down this path towards the campsite, or are you going back to do anything? Are you staying where you are?
Us two?
Yeah, I'll say you see the bird now come back, the hawk.
I'm fully planning on still going in. If we are going for a stealth mission, then Døden would definitely, because he's not stealth would be finesse, right? For like hide,
Yes.
because it's hide, but yeah. +0 to that, but he could be a distraction for sure. Can fight and probably last a little bit longer to aid and make the stealth easier.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, Elret's just following and giving us a dot.
Do I locate them? No problem.
Yeah, no problem with the Hawkeyes.
I am going to just relay all the information you just told me to them, including that I think that there might be like a landmine situation, trap situation happening in the distance in which I saw it from where they currently are. And are any of you guys good at looking for those or seeking those out?
What would that be?
Seeking out traps? I'd say...
Probably instinct, because you're perceiving, sensing, and navigating.
Yeah, I would say instinct as well.
Yes, I'm good at that.
Nice. Should I go tell Morgen our plan and guide him to you guys if we're going to lie in wait for a certain amount of time? Or are we going in immediately?
Well, we're saying it would be harder if they were back at their base with all of the homies, right? Like if they're going back to the masses, or was that just, did I infer that incorrectly?
I think that you're right, but I don't know if we can catch up to them in time. Anna said we're like 2/3 of the way there.
2/3 of the way there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not high enough level to carry you guys unless I could become even more stressed and turn into a horse and just get you guys there.
I'm so stressed I'm gonna turn into a horse.
Like I will be at 5 out of 7 stresses marked. I could
cure if you meet with me, I can cure stress.
Yeah, we probably should get Morgen because that's also one more person, and maybe they have calmed down with not Landon. What's his name? Evandris.
Yeah, maybe we can convince NPC Evandris to come.
True.
So if I turn into a horse, I can only, or I could be a camel, which is also, but I can only carry 2 people. Which also becomes an issue if we're going a far distance. Even though Elret's tiny. I don't think that that's how it works.
I think we can take the slow path as long as we continue checking up on where they're keeping hostages. I don't think they take them all the way there just to kill them immediately.
Yeah, right? I think coming in the night when they're sleeping is probably the best bet.
Yeah, if they were going to kill them, they would have done it at the camp.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Morgen now.
I will go find Morgen, relay the plan, and guide him back in this direction. And I will stay a hawk so I can fly up and find you guys wherever you choose to set up camp. But just know that at that halfway point, you have to be mindful of those traps.
Gotcha.
Okay. I will meet you back in several hours, probably.
All right.
And I do just that.
So you head back to the main Cloudgate area. Xander, where do you think Morgen and Zach would hang out?
Well, I think after maybe I get calmed down with Zach, I think that my next thought is immediately like looking to seeing what happened with Nalari.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys probably would head back towards maybe a group of aeronauts who you see Evandris just like lifting up heavy pieces of wall that might have fallen onto some people and helping them out. And I'll say, as people are walking around, again, you spot Fatima off in the distance, and she kind of like waves and gives you like guys thumbs up, like puts a hand on her heart, like takes a breath. You can see, and she walks up. She goes, "I'm glad you both are safe."
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you're safe. This was just so crazy. They took June. I don't know why they were kidnapping our people. Did they take more people?
We're doing a quick count off of everyone here. It's been pretty good so far.
Wait, Nilari, what happened to Nilari? I saw her in the midst of
She just
all
kind
the
of
ruckus.
shakes her head. And she takes like both of you in for like a hug.
Yeah, so
Nice and
tight.
tight.
Mhm. I don't know. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I don't know. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We need to make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah. We're all getting who we can over to the central house, so we can do a head count and check on wounds and all that. So if you guys would like to head over there, we can add you guys to the count as well. And if you guys, Zach's like, I know how to wrap a bandage. I can do that. He's
Great,
like, I'm
yeah.
good. He like kicks sort of like a rock out of one of his wheels. He's like, I'm good. And he starts heading over towards the big tent there, the big house there, central house.
Yeah.
So you guys head over there, I guess. Awesome. Yeah, you see many people walking over there, some with definite wounds and cuts, others just seem to be rushing waters and food for people who have probably need to get like more sugar in them or something like that. You see,
I try to find like someone who is like clearly the most hurt, I think.
Sure. Okay. I'll say you look over and I'll say there's a smaller Dracona individual who you know as Reddick Coil, who is commonly known as maybe like one of the balloon piloting captain teachers.
Okay, cool.
As he's a person who anyone who's either new to the group or born in the
Yeah.
Aeronauts is taught how to fly these balloons under
Awesome.
Reddick Coil.
Reddick Coil?
Reddik, and then Coil is last name.
Awesome.
Yeah, seems to be green-scaled draconic individual on the shorter side. But you look and see like he's got bloody knuckles and some scales definitely cracked, and arm in like a makeshift sling already with various cuts and things, and he just has like the leg of a table that he's like snapped off at one point just in his hand, and he's like sitting off to the side in one of the bed areas, and it's just like taking some deep breath. Oh no, help them first, help them first, as you see like an elven individual walk by with like some water and then move on to the next person.
Sure.
But he definitely is hurting the most.
Cool. I'll run up to him and say, Reddick, are
Oh,
you okay?
Morgen!
Hey!
Wow! What are you doing here?
Well, I was just stopping by for a restock, and I just saw the town in chaos.
Well, I guess hopeful and fearful timing.
You could say that for sure. Are you okay? You don't look good. Can I like kind of like look around nervously and then like get quieter and then like I here and I'm just going to like kind of in with my stick in one hand, I'm just gonna like kind of I don't care what he says. I'm just gonna press my hand to his chest and use some magic and use sparing touch to just clear 2 hit points for him. And I'm trying to do this because I don't usually use I haven't used my magic much around the community, so I'm trying to keep this like a little hidden, but I just want to help him.
He feels this like warmth in his chest as he feels it like takes a second before you even hear like a cracked pop as like his shoulder goes in and he goes,
Ooh, that was good.
Oh.
You feel okay?
Oh, yes. Where did you learn to do that?
I don't know. It's a long story, but if I can help one person, that's what matters. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. As you sit there and like you see a little bit of glimmering like glow as you see literally a couple of the scales sort of like piece back together and go back. Like it seemed to. These are average, commoner folks. They don't have a ton of HP to begin with, so he's just slowly healing to a great amount. He goes, "Wow.
We need people. Look. I know. We need people like you to help the others. I know this is gonna take a minute to rebuild, but we can get there."
Absolutely. I don't doubt us.
Yeah.
As a community, we go to the skies. We travel around, and we come back to what we know.
Yeah, you always have a way with words.
I have to when I'm teaching young kids how to move these giant things.
Dude. Yeah.
All right.
Have you gotten? No, I think Laurie's gone.
Really?
I haven't seen her yet, but I don't think she made it out of the chaos. I just feel confused.
Very solemn. Yeah. All right. I've never been one for politics or of the sort, but I do know that will probably require an emergency meeting. We need we'll gather our general group leadership and the community, and we'll have to probably figure out a interim lead.
Yeah.
But I'll help around with healing and bandaging now. We deal with that first, and we'll spread info of nighttime leadership discussion.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Do you think they're gonna attack again? Do you think they're gonna come back?
I'll mention you did hear them as they were leaving say we'll come back tomorrow as they were trying to retaliate and regain what they have.
Okay, so I'll say that to him. I'll say I think they're gonna come back. I think this isn't it. We have to be ready.
Okay. All right.
They took some people. We have. I think Morgan's just feeling very flustered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'll say because I've seen this done in the Critical Role one shots for Daggerheart. I'll say with all this going on, I would say take a stress for this environment.
That makes sense.
And hearing all this noise and hearing of people you grew up with suddenly being taken, you definitely would be under stress right now.
For sure.
Yeah. So with that, he kind of puts his hands on your shoulders for a second. He says, "Take a deep breath. We'll take a big one together."
Okay. I think as he says this, I kind of hear Evandris's voice in the back of my head telling me to do the same thing.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. They both have such a way with words. And I sort of try to remember the meditative practices that I briefly learned.
Mm-hmm. Takes you to breathe for a sec. He goes, "We're glad you're home,
Yeah.
and we'll take each step as we can.
Okay. Yeah.
The
One thing at a
Aeronauts,
time.
we'll figure this out."
We'll figure this out. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna look and see if Zach is doing okay. Just kind of
Yeah,
look
you
out in the
look.
crowd.
Zach
I'm just
is
gonna catch his eye.
Yeah,
I'm just
he's
gonna
off
catch
somewhere.
his eye and say like I'm gonna like give him a signal like I'm gonna step out.
Okay, yeah, he's off. You look, there's a dwarf individual that runs the local small sort of ale house. More like he's a brewer that kind of runs it out of his home that is usually in the sky. Torkel Taps Barrick
Torkel Taps. Great name.
seems to, just be tending to a bandage on Torkel as Zach, looks up and he gives you like a thumbs up. And you can step outside. I'll say right at about that time, in discussion, saying hi to people as you run in,
Yeah.
you notice a hawk flying above that is getting closer.
Is it sort of twinkling with golden glitter and smell of strawberries and cheese?
Exactly.
Wow. I feel like I've smelt a rodent just like that. Aurelia, is that you?
As you pick up on the call, because they weren't right where you would have left Morgen. So you look and you hear from across the camp on the other side. You guys can see on roll 20 where the main hall is. They've now joined over at the main hall. I'll drag y'all's tokens over there. So you're at the main hall. So Aurelia, you notice and can fly on over.
Caw.
You land
Good one.
next to Morgen.
Is there cheese here?
Is there cheese here? That's a great question.
I'd say there's definitely like cheese among the area. There's like
Yeah, we could find some cheese.
At least he moved on from the pocket spaghetti.
I've been crying. I've been flying not crying. I've been flying
There's a
so
hawk
much.
single
I'm just
tear.
like starving, and let me tell you everything I know. While I am just a hawk consuming cheese for some reason.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'll say right next to the main hall, you can see there's like a little like food cart of stuff that your group usually sets out. So
Cool. I'm
like
gonna grab a wheel of brie.
Yeah. You guys go over. It is a bit slim pickings as they've, are ushering food and some water into the main hall to tend to wounds and stuff, but there's definitely some left over. So you can sit there with a wheel of brie and some bread maybe. But yeah, you guys catch up.
Okay. So I sit down and I relay with Morgen all of the things that I saw.
I put my stick down so she can perch on it.
I'm looking majestic as hell as like the camera comes in like all close up as the wind's ruffling my feathers, and I'm telling the story as dramatically as I physically can because this is a mission and this is
Morgen
dramatic.
has popcorn. Oh, really?
So just like, and the mines that were dancing over the traps in the forest that we have to traverse in order to heroically save not only June, but May, July, and August. I don't know what their names are, but I'm making them up.
Those are their code names that you do over the radio.
You got it right, yeah.
Like
weirdly,
so
those are the 4 other people.
Elret and Døden and Evandris maybe are making camp, and we plan to do a stealth rescue mission. The reason I'm still a hawk is so I can be slightly less stressed when I show you where they are, and I can help scout them out.
Oh, do you need to calm down? I've had a lot of in the past hour, I've become the most stressed I've ever been in my life and the most calm. So I can extend a little bit of that practice to you if you would like.
Are we meditating?
This is meditating. Okay, now the goal is to try to breathe in and breathe out as much as you can within 1 minute. Ready, go. And I'm going to use another thing if I can see my abilities. I'll use Mending Touch. I think I can do it. When you take a few minutes, you focus on a target and spend 2 hope to clear stress. So I'll spend 2 hope to clear stress on you.
There you go.
I could transform like at least one more time than I could have before.
That's fantastic.
I feel great.
And I think if we do this in another narrative movement, I can do it again.
Yeah, narrative
I also
beat
checked on my thing
whoa.
again, and I can turn into a beast by spending 3 hope, and I'm really hopeful right now, so I could do that next time.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'll finish up our.
We have to go then. Sorry, I thought you were telling me a story. I got drawn in with the theatrics, but this is real. We have to go.
Yeah. I don't have pockets. Can you pack up the brie all nice, please?
Yeah, I put it in my nomad sack. Oh wait, I have 3 other wheels of brie in here. Okay, let's go.
Amazing.
Okay, so I start leading the way by just being perched on their shoulder and telling them where to go.
Great.
Okay.
And occasionally when I feel more or less turned around, I fly up, locate, and come back down.
I can't even. I begin to tell you how happy this makes me as someone who loves playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is exactly
totally.
What it's like.
Totally.
You're like running in the woods, and you go, "I forget where I am." You go up to the hall. Or it's a raven, I think, in that game, but same sort of feel. It makes
And
me
if you
so
want
happy.
me to roll to locate, I think that I only, yeah, it's once per rest. I can do it without having to roll. So if I have to roll,
Okay.
I'm letting you know.
Okay. I think you should be fine.
Okay.
I'm checking something real quick. 1540. Okay. So, you guys head off into the woods. Easy enough. You know, you have just as a hawk general sense of a direction of where you told them to make camp, set up a base so that you guys could potentially go at night. And I'll say with the amount of time of storytelling and finding Morgan back at Cloudgate, Døden and Elret, how do you think you would have set up camp during this time? You just pitch your normal tent and get some food ready? Do you try to move a little further? What is your thought here?
I would say that Elret is desperately trying to make small talk, and probably not doing a very great job.
Before you said that, I was about to say, I don't even think, because he doesn't need to eat or breathe or anything like that. So I think he's probably just sitting like this, and then just arms resting, and is just staring, if there's a fire, staring into the campfire to commune with his non-existent ancestors, because that's not how Clanks would reproduce. But is just locking in. Are we resting before we're going to the camp? Just because that'll...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I'll say you guys can definitely get a short rest in.
Okay.
Everyone,
so then I won't
so.
do one of the things.
So yeah, if we look up real quick, a short rest. You should have the ability to, I think, do 2 of the things just like a long rest, but it is slightly different in that you don't get everything. Take a break for about an hour. You can swap any domain cards in your loadout for cards in your vault, which doesn't apply to you guys yet because I don't think you have enough of those. Then you choose 2 of the following moves. You can tend to wounds if you have any, and you heal 1d4 plus your tier. Ooh, that's actually, I think, new. 1d4 plus your tier, which you guys are now tier 2. You can also do this to an ally. Clear stress, where you heal 1d4 plus your tier of stress. This you can't do to another person. You can repair armor, armor slots equal to 1d4 your tier, and you can do this to an ally, or you can prepare. And you can describe how you prepare for the path ahead and gain a hope. Similar as well, you can prepare with one or more members, and you each gain 2 hope. So, I'll even say as you guys are moving through the forest, traversing, that will add to it as you're being told this story, and now just moving this direction. You guys do get to the campsite, to this awkwardly tensioned, trying to make small talk and staring off into campfire scenario.
Yeah, he's not trying to ignore her. He's just so focused on how am I gonna kill all of these Clanks. This is his, mechanically speaking, battle ritual to clear 2 stress and gain 2 hope. But yeah. Yeah.
So, you got any siblings?
No.
It's a lot of that, huh? Just
yes and no question. And you get just the no, yeah.
No.
I don't even know how you would elaborate. I guess the only thing he could do is return the question, but with his atrocious charisma, yeah. He doesn't know that.
Amazing.
Okay.
As what you return to, as you see a hawk standing on the top of the stick of which Morgen is holding.
Mechanically, if it would mean that it would be that like Elret would prepare with him, though, he would answer one question before everybody else gets back.
Elret's thinking really hard about her question.
You guys are preparing together?
Preparing is, well, I'm clearing stress and getting back a hit point.
Okay. Oh, so you're Alex, you're preparing, and that's what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, do you have a question that you'd like to ask that he will answer?
I have my question ready.
Okay. Near the campfire, or you hear a little crackling of the flames, as you hear footsteps right as they're about to enter your line of sight.
So what business are you in?
The flowering business.
The what business?
The ferrying.
Yeah.
That is like the worst ferrying. It would sound so French, and it's just the R's and the Y's. It's just a rough one to say in the accent.
What are you ferrying exactly?
Souls.
Oh. Okay, all right. That sounds spooky.
This was 2 questions, just so you know.
It was a little bit. You ever get haunted? You don't have to answer that.
No, not even a head shake, a nod, none of that. Just maybe for multiple reasons.
Got 2
back to
questions.
Immediately staring at the you got a freebie.
Fair enough. Okay. He goes back to
at that point. You hear it running through the forest.
Hawk on stick.
Hey, we're back.
Aurelia, how are you guys?
Could be better, man, but
Yeah. I'm gonna give you like a really awkward hug.
I'm just like panting, like.
It's the one where you like
Morgen
can't
leans
decide
down.
who's going to which side, or like up and down.
Awesome. So as you guys join, I'll say you also can do a short rest. So what would you guys do in a short rest situation?
I am gonna go ahead and clear stress.
Okay.
I can do 1d4 of stress based off of the rules that I'm reading on the very convenient website. Shout out Demiplane. 4.
Okay,
Lucky me.
nice.
I'm
So it's 4 plus
stress-free.
your tier, so it'd technically be 6.
Oh, I'm already at 0, so we're Gucci.
Yeah. Awesome.
And it says that I get a second move for my short rest as well. That's correct.
Yes, you guys get to 2.
I'm gonna tend to my wounds. I get a d4 of that as well. And I need to get at least 2 to be good. I
This
got
should
2.
be- yeah.
Yay.
Which again, I think is plus your tier anyway. So
Well,
awesome.
so I'm stress-free and damage-free now.
Oh, and you rolled a
And
4
full of
to clear
hope.
stress. Awesome.
Okay, I think I will just clear stress and prepare, I think. Just
Okay. How
to
do you
gain a
prepare
hope.
when you join into the awkward
Ooh.
conversation, casual conversation?
I think I'll just start. I don't know. I think I'll see that Elret is having trouble talking, so I'll just like talk with her whatever she wants.
All right. You hang out, you talk.
Yeah, we just
you
hang out.
guys- You take a short rest. And are you waiting now?
I do
Just-
do want to go and like kind of, I guess, like, you know, sit next to Døden and say just like, hey, what was that? Like, kind of like just quietly like talk to him.
What was what?
You killed the mayor of the community.
It was her time. She is
What?
fine. She is somewhere. She's not dead. She has just moved to a different place.
I think she's dead, man.
She exists. She exists somewhere.
Look, I just want to know why you did it. I'm just confused. These are my people. We've lost a lot. And I'm trying to wrap my head around what's happening here. My friends were kidnapped. And this, it doesn't seem like it's tied in together. It just doesn't make sense. I just want to know why.
There is one thing that I have learned in the years of doing my business. There are often forces that are harder to imagine and to wrap our minds around, and there may be more at play. All I know is that she had to die. Or
You knew she had to die? Did you know her in the past?
no. What was the thing? I remember she said something to me, Anna, of
She said to tell Morgen that she was sorry for the,
something,
like,
right?
training days, essentially. Yeah.
And I think on the, like, did you know her? You would just say, what was her name?
No.
Nellery, yeah.
Nellery, yeah. Because, yeah, I don't think I ever got a name. But the
Mhm.
mayor did say that she was sorry for for your training.
She was for me? She was sorry?
And that you are to be the next mayor, if you would like it. I believe
What?
this was her personal commendation. I
Do you
don't think
wanna-
that one was true. I think he was asking, but he's
That's
fully
awesome.
gonna say that.
You wanted me to be the mayor?
Yes, she says that she wanted you to be the next mayor, that you were the most responsible and the most fitting for it.
Oh my god. I don't think I have the bandwidth
One
to
stress
do that.
up.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say you
just
took immediately a point
fuck.
of stress.
I absolutely do.
I think I would take one too, a little bit for saying
from that conversation of
Yeah.
what the fuck, man.
Oh. I honestly, I've just become more confused in this. Just why? How did you know she had to die then?
You could call it a hunch. A gut
I don't.
feeling.
Hey, personally, that's not gonna sit well with me. I'm gonna need more than that.
It's okay. It does not have to sit well with you.
Look,
It often
she
does
wa-
not.
She wasn't. you know, there have been people closer to me, but it's just, I don't know. She was an important part of my life. She helped bring me into this community, and I don't I think I'm just confused.
This is okay. People do come and go. It's okay to be sad and confused and stressed. Well, no, this is normal. This is how people react to death.
I think Morgan is like so unexpected to hear this kind of response from these, and they're just like so shocked with their own emotions with what Døden's saying, that I think they just like are like sitting next to him, and they just kind of plop their head on his shoulder, and just kind of like stare. I don't think they cry. They just stare out into the distance a little bit. And they
Døden
just
for sure does not know how to handle that, and just kind of does the little slip
Yeah.
out.
And I don't correct myself, and I just kind of fall onto the ground and eventually curl into a ball. And I'm just, I don't understand.
All right. You guys take a moment, wait for the sun to go down, and yeah, you wait for, I guess, the time that you deem to be good to potentially start a quick stealth mission. And I'll say it reaches just about probably dark enough with your probably forward movement while the hawk was still looking around. I'd say you guys are about maybe a third of the way there now. So you've not started with that sketchy spot that you would have seen earlier, Aurelia. But you were definitely about a third of the way there from your visual map in your head.
Okay. I'm gonna say during that short rest, I can stay in hawk form, or I can just drop out of it if we don't think we need my scouting again.
I think we'll probably want it once they're reconnecting with the big camp. But
Okay.
if you have alternatives, whatever you think is best.
I can stick with hawk. I can always turn into something else if I gotta.
I'll stick with the hawk.
I'll stick with the hawk. So whoever's really good at like tracking and looking for traps,
Ooh, I think I can.
will probably lead the way.
I have good instinct.
I have good instinct as well.
Awesome.
Okay, so you head off on this stealth mission here. I did write Landon to see if he thinks Evandris would go off and help you guys or stay with the strength-based rebuilding stuff. He has not gotten back to me, so I'll say he stayed and is helping like literally collect people from underneath the fallen walls and carry people from the field into the main building. So he is back there helping with his muscles and his wings, being able to like ferry from one end all the way to the long haul. But yeah, you guys head off in the direction of their camp. So we are going in to start making some checks. So you guys start to traverse an area of stony rocks that seem to pierce the ground, twisting paths and such. Who will helm this direction, this following, tracks and following the path? Who would like to roll to see if they can navigate these woods here?
I think I can do that, and I can use my MacGyver-esque experience to add 2 to that.
Okay. Awesome.
Is there a way that I can help?
Oh
yeah, so you can spend a hope to give someone advantage so they get an extra d6.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Awesome.
spend
And
a hope.
I also use 1 hope to use an experience, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, that's how that's been working.
I think it's 1 or 2 hope. I couldn't remember.
In Daggerheart, your character starts with 2 experiences. No set list of experiences.
Sorry, the people are here, and if I don't, we'll 10 people apart.
Yeah, just
Okay.
1 hope. It's down at the bottom
Yes.
using experiences. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Spend a hope for each. Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome. So, Elret, how do you assist in the tracking?
Very much kind of like crouch down, you know? It's very much
No,
nose
you
to
go.
the ground.
You go low. I go high.
Yeah. And just like
Right.
following Morgan's lead for sure, but keeping an eye low. See if I
Fair.
can see anything.
Awesome. Okay, so if you want to roll on the website, you can. If you want to roll in front of you, you can do that as well. But go ahead and Taylor gave me the D6 roll. Yeah, we got the dice this time. A 5, awesome. And then Morgan, it should be an insight or instinct roll.
Yeah.
To navigate.
I got with my experience, I got an 18 with fear.
18. That's with the 5?
Oh no, I got an 18, so plus 5 is 23.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With fear?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Isn't that focus? There we go. So yes, easy enough. You guys traverse these lands, and I'll say you get to that halfway point, where Aurelia would have seen the start of the interesting movement. So let's see real quick. Let me see if there's I'll say well, let's do a group roll real quick, as I'm guessing Aurelia would have told you guys about the interesting movement sections. So let's do a group instinct roll to perceive. So who would lead this group instinct roll?
I can do it. I have a +3.
Okay, so we'll get everyone to roll, and we'll check everyone else's first, and then that'll tell you what your plus or minus is. Okay, so we'll start with Aurelia. What did you roll?
I got a 17 with fear.
Okay, that is +1. So fear and hope and fear, I don't count for the group rolls, but yeah. All right, Døden.
Can I use an experience on this still?
Sure.
Can I use come to collect as we're hunting down these people that have fucked us up and wronged us?
Yeah. I'll say like they also definitely have like some injured Clanks that are probably on like death's door that you can feel a tug towards.
I can smell them.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh, that was almost perfect. That was a 12 and 11 plus 2 plus 2 again. So 27.
Absolutely. That is another +1.
Wow, all that for +1.
Yeah.
And I got a 15.
15, just what you needed. So that is +3 to this roll.
All right, here we go.
Was it a 1 and a 2? I couldn't tell.
It's a 1 and a 7.
Okay.
Okay, and that's +3. So that's, and then plus the other 3.
Yeah.
So that would give us 14.
14, and I will use a prayer dice to add 4 to that.
Oh. Okay, so what is that? 18 total?
Yeah.
Okay, 18 with hope or fear?
With
this
fear.
one I think counts with fear. Okay, so the group one counts. Awesome. So
just
yeah.
back.
All right, so As you're moving around, you guys are walking, and you reach this point. Aurelia kind of gives you a nod or notification that this is where the weird shit started.
I can yap.
So you yap about where the weird shit started, but this tells you you're about at the halfway point. And you look around. You're looking low, and I think because you're looking low and you have everyone else looking around you, everyone else sort of notices where there seems to be either like scraped rock or branches that are weirdly broken, and you look, and on the floor in various locations you notice large markings and engravings in the ground, and you notice them every few feet, but they are like large engravings on the ground here. Like if you were to continue straight down this path, you would probably have to either come within close range or very close range of these sigils.
Can we make out what they are at all?
I will say, let's see, does anyone have any sort of background or experience in well, let me see.
In what?
I think honestly, so like weather things and icy, what I think Døden and Morgen might, with either being part of the water and knowing weather and things like that, and then knowing weather and icy conditions and such from ballooning for so long. You guys can identify them as a sort of weather magic that increases the power of maybe like icy winds or just general winds that might just flow through here, so that they might redirect or something.
Interesting. I throw a rock on one.
Okay, you throw a rock on one of them. Let's see. You throw a rock on one of them. I'm gonna roll to see real quick. And you hear clink, 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 and it just skids across, and nothing happens.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have Nature's Tongue as an ability, so it's not a spell, so I think I can still do it even if I'm a hawk.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is there like a tree or a flower that's all cute right next to this thing?
You're definitely surrounded by some more, like, this is turning where you guys have gone. If you look at the map, I'll switch you guys over real quick. If you look at the map of Mizani here, you guys essentially have started moving towards the city of Newt in a way. You are up here technically. Actually, I can also move this token to Cloudgate now that you guys are here. But you guys have essentially headed this direction, and it starts to get more foresty as you move this way. So you have gone more from the plains area to a forested area. So there are definitely more trees as you go in further.
Okay, so I'm going to find a big, beautiful tree, and I'm going to say, "Hello, tree. I am so curious as to what happens if people walk across this sigil area." And then I roll an instinct roll, and I have to DC 12, and
Okay.
I'll tell you what happens. Ooh, I got a 19 with hope.
Okay, so you gain a hope.
Oh, I'm maxed out on hope. I'm hopeful.
Good for you.
On a success, they'll give you the information that they know. If I rolled fear, it may be eliminated or come at a cost, but I rolled with hope.
All right. So you go up to this tree. Would you go? What kind of tree would you go up to?
Describe the tree.
Like an old looking oak with like a bunch of branches.
Old looking oak. Okay. I think I just heard Dobby walk upstairs. if in the next couple minutes you see someone run in and kill me, that's why I just heard. So you go up to this old oak tree and you kind of walk up and you hear as it kind of stretches and like something old kind of kicks in to you, and you guys standing around almost see the branches like kind of, you hear as these branches sort of bend and almost like all of it sorts to point near Aurelia. You don't see any like face pop up or anything like that, but you can hear it in your head. And you ask, what was it again? What did these sigils do?
Yeah, like what happens when those who pass through here pass by these sigil areas?
Well, if you don't move around them, all the wind in that area suddenly pushes you upward very high.
Oh, yes, Morgen has experience with that, and we know to avoid that at this point. Thank you so very much.
Sure thing.
You're wonderful and beautiful. Goodbye, thank you.
You too.
And then the spell ends.
Do we hear that, or is that just her?
Does it say that other
This is-
people hear it, or is it just you?
I can understand the language of the natural world.
You
I
guys
lean
just hear
down
like
to-
crackling of branches and waving of leaves.
I lean down to Elret and say, I think she's gone crazy.
I'd be
I'm
like,
listening very, very intently, hoping that I can understand the tree.
just put my hand on the back like, oh. I'm just like, if we walk in front of them, we're gonna get Morganed into the air really, really bad. So perhaps we don't ever let the front of them face us.
Got it. You go
Okay.
first.
Yeah, you lead the way.
Okay. So, who's going first through this section of sigils? It seems to like be a very these are large sigils. There are some spots around it that are, walkable, but it is very much intended to be on the path. But there is a what looks like a like, especially from your bird's eye view, a path that they could take that avoids their movement there.
Oh, can I like fly up and see if there's like a footpath that's been made?
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely, especially with them just booking it back to camp. Like I said before, there was no intention of it being sly, like sneaky or sly. So you can definitely see a trail of 25-ish people, trampling through the woods here. And I'll say you get a path in your mind that you could take. The tricky part is staying agile with it. Oh, but I mean, you're flying too, so you just...
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. I will say though, so with the sigils, you'll still have to make a finesse roll. But I'll say, because you have that in your brain, you will just get advantage now that you know this footpath that they all took. So, if you...
I'm gonna have +3 to my finesse because I'm a Fwiggin hawk.
We can pop.
Awesome.
I'm a Fwiggin hawk right
Weekend
now.
hawk.
Will we?
All right. So, what is this marching order, we'll say, as you guys start to walk through this sigil area? I'll say it is getting a little dark as well, as you guys have waited till nighttime, and there's no like distinct light in the area. So actually, You would have
I lied.
advantage from knowing the path, then as you get back down, it would be tougher. So I'll say yours is flat finesse. Everyone else is at disadvantage because it's
Oh, no.
nighttime.
No.
Okay. Do you want to
Ooh.
guide the way, Aurelia?
I could re-beast form into an owl. So I can see good. Or I could re-beast form into something else that can really help us in this
If you can
particular
just-
situation.
Tell us the path to go, then that would
I
be...
can. Like this
I'll
way.
say, yeah, if you are very distinct in your movement as you go through and not like rushing through, then it'll be a flat roll for everyone.
Okay.
I'm just here to encourage you guys, and if any of you guys do really crap, then I, as a druid, can let you roll it if it's that bad.
Awesome. Okay. You go first then.
Okay.
I got a 16 with hope.
That's good.
Okay, 16
Pretty
with
good.
hope. Yeah, you're maneuvering pretty easy, and you're following this path. So Aurelia is going first. Who would go next in this marching order as you're moving around, stepping very carefully, or like Aurelia flying just in the correct path? Who would go after Aurelia?
I'm pretty used to following Aurelia places, so I'd say I'm a good contender.
Okay, Elret, go ahead and make a finesse flat roll as you're now getting assistance from Aurelia.
Oh, was I supposed to roll with advantage?
No, no, you would. So you would
Okay,
have.
okay.
Yeah,
Just making sure
it's
because
just
I
flat.
didn't.
That is an 18 with fear.
18 with fear. All right.
I'm doing good, but I'm afraid about it.
Yeah, you're doing good. There's like a moment where you're like not exactly sure if you should step to the right or the left of like a single line that is in the middle, and you're like, I don't know if this is the end of a sigil or just one point of the inside of the sigil or what. And so you take a guess, and you guess correctly because you saw Aurelia go off in a certain direction. Moving through, who would go after Elret?
I can go next.
Okay.
It's just flat, right? We said it's just flat.
Just flat.
Okay.
Finesse.
Flat finesse. That's kind of... Oh no. That is a 7 with fear.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 hope to luck bend you.
Oh, whoa.
What
You
does
can
luck
reroll
bend
that.
do? Oh.
Reroll.
I can spend 3 hope once per session, and I can have myself or an ally reroll duality dice.
There you go.
Please. Still a 7.
Because that's really
Oh.
bad.
Another 7.
Morgen.
Is that a 7
You're
with
just
hope
not
or
having a
fear?
good time.
Well, the first roll was a 7 with fear, but now it is a 7 with hope.
Okay, so I will not take this fear. You gain a hope, but that is still a 7. So okay.
I can add 4 to it. Is the most I could do, but I don't think that
Okay.
is enough, I fear.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
moving through the area,
Oh,
and
Morgen,
you guys
stop going up.
This is a similar feeling.
you're moving around, you're watching, you're like a tad behind Aurelia, so you don't really see Aurelia as well, but you can trail off of Elret, and you reach that same point of left to right, and you go the opposite one that Elret took, and you guys suddenly, I'll say, give me a quick, instinct, no, I'll say agility roll, as Morgen, give me an agility roll as you step
okay.
on the opposite side of the sigil that Elret stepped on, and you're on the wrong side of that carved line, and you
That's
Oh,
feel
I got a
yourself.
crit.
It wasn't Aurelia. It was Morgen.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I thought you said to get. Never mind. I wasted
Oh, no.
that, but that's fine.
I got a
It's another
7. I got a
Another
17.
Oh.
A 17.
The right side.
With hope or fear.
With hope, yes.
With hope. Okay. You guys see Morgen debating, or maybe you don't because it's dark out here. But you
No,
suddenly.
this is
Yeah, you suddenly hear Morgan just, no, it's this way, and then put a foot down before, shoom, you hear Morgan shoot up into the sky. Luckily, you get your bearings with that, what was it, 17 agility? You kind of get your bearings,
Yeah.
but now you're falling, and you're falling a great number of feet. So, do you have anything as you're heading towards the ground there?
No.
Okay. Eddie, you know what you might have that I can maybe remind you of that might not be helpful?
How is this helpful? Yeah, no, I think I do that instinctively. I grab my other stick and
You open it, click.
click and see if I can cancel out this force.
Okay. You click open the glider and you will it to stop you as you're plummeting down to this ground. I'll say give me a finesse roll to control this thing as you're plummeting towards this ground here.
Not finesse. 13 with hope.
13 with hope. Okay. I'll say it's a glider. The basic physics of a glider, easy enough. You will this thing to come into play here, and you feel it sort of catch, just base sort of glider physics feeling, from you parachuting or things like that, and you feel it as you just sort of touch your toes to the ground, and you have a split second on the ground before you feel it tug your hands again.
Oh, if I feel it tug my hands again, I just let go.
Okay. You go to let go, and your fingers are attached.
No fucking way.
So I'll say, give me a strength roll as you try to pry your fingers out at the bottom here.
Wait, are they within reach?
Yeah.
Going back up?
I'll say, yeah, they get to the ground and like toe touch onto the ground, and that's right in front of you, Døden.
I'm not trying to replace the role because I'm not that strong and not that confident in it, but is there any way that I can help them with a anchoring type thing?
It's okay. On my strength roll, I got an 11 and a 12 minus 1, so that's a 22.
22. Easy enough. Døden, you reach out, ready to help grab something. And before you do that, you just see Morgan almost lift up again for a quick second before you pull it down, and it just collapses onto the ground next to you.
Oh yeah.
You can pry your fingers off.
Crazy.
You take no damage from that weird fall. And continue onward. Døden. A similar role from you.
Are we trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, well, you're far enough away that I don't know if you think they at camp probably might not have heard this one because it's the first section of this. Yes, but this will be a finesse roll from Døden now, as you are the last in this marching order here.
And it's flat, right?
Yes, flat.
There's no shot that after having watched, because I might need this, I'm not feeling lucky, that after having watched everybody doing this, that I can, this is such a specific reference, but The Pacifier, Vin Diesel, does anybody know this movie?
Yes.
Okay, there's a tile stepping sequence at the end where you have to do a special dance. Is there any chance I can use Motion of the Ocean to kind of specifically dance and balance around like sea legs on a ship?
I definitely think so. If you're approaching this like a on the boat flow state,
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah, and I might need that. That's an 8 with hope.
Okay. Total 8.
Yeah, I'm checking for everything, just in case.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's an 8 with hope total.
Okay. In a similar spot, I'll say, as you watch Morgan kind of come down and touch toes and start to take off again, as you go to reach and you see Morgan land now with this glider and is just kind of standing there whew, you do take a second and realize you took a step forward as well, and are stepping on a sigil before shoo, you guys hear now Døden take off into the air.
Oh, Jesus.
And you hear the faded out Doppler just goodbye friends and float up into the top.
Goodbye. I'll say as well, give me another, or give me an agility roll to see if you can get your bearings on things as you're flying up into this air.
Okay, I am more agile than I am finessey.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Well, no, that's not bad. That's a 19 with hope.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You're dizzy for a sec as you're just, what's happening, as you take off into the air. But then as you reach sort of the top point, you realize you are very high into the air. But you can adjust yourself. You sort of get your arms going, and you start to plummet. Is there anything you'd like to do on the way down to?
Oh, got shit I can do to like reduce damage or anything like that.
Is there any way we can like quickly form a parachute from like a piece of clothing?
If you guys on the ground want to try that, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Okay. You guys
I'm gonna take off like a cloak or my apron and try to pull it taut to loosen the fall or to soften the fall.
Okay. Is anyone helping with that? As the other side?
I can try to like grip on and like flap upward to lessen the speed.
Oh, like grab onto Døden and fly.
Yeah, like lessen the speed in which Døden is falling.
You're falling, and you suddenly see flying up to meet you, and then flying with you is Aurelia, as she grabs onto like a piece of like
waving while I'm full skydive in position.
Yeah, and tries to help with
like,
that.
I'm like, spread your body out. I'll try to slow you down.
I am spreading. I am spreading everything.
All right.
Morgen, would you help me pull the apron?
Yes, of course. Yes, right. I used an extra rope to tie the knots.
Don't die, Døden.
Quick ties and getting ready, pulling upward. Okay. I think it was a.
Oh wait. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to try this, but can I Disney princess bitch as well and try to summon a bunch of birds to help me on this?
Totally.
What do I roll for that? Because it's an experience.
Is
it's
that
an experience. I'll say
your experience lets you summon a flock of animals.
It's like to persuade, like the whole Disney princess. She'd be like,
I can talk to nature already, and this experience allows me to try to convince through just like, hey, please help me for a second.
I'll say, give me a finesse or a presence roll to charm some birds over to the area.
Dang, I wish you said finesse.
Help you.
But that's fine. I got a 13 with hope.
Okay, so you gain a hope. With a 13, I'll say roll a d6 for me.
I got a 2.
You see 2 birds fly up over to you from out of the trees. One seems to be a cardinal. The other, I'll say, is another hawk. So you have a larger and a smaller just flying up. They seem to around you as you're like still coming down, waiting for instructions.
You're like, thanks for the assist, King. I appreciate it. I forgot to add my +2 to that 13. It was a 15.
Okay. So
forgot about that.
Instead, you get 2 hawks actually.
Yeah.
Cardinal's like, it's too far, and then goes back. You get 2 hawks there.
Like, bro, come on.
So, all right. I'll say, well, since it's a group thing, we'll do a group. What do you guys think this would be? Agility to maybe to.
Yeah, I think agility's good.
Okay.
I would say agility or finesse if we're kind of trying to control this fall.
That's true. I do like a controlled control fall. So here, we'll do this. We'll do it like this. We'll do a group roll where Døden's leading it
God.
in the we'll say agility to get down. You know, you're maneuvering, you're seeing where you want to land, but the rest of you will be finesse in the extra abilities. So Aurelia, Morgen, and Elret, make me a finesse roll, and that will be your pluses and minuses to Døden's agility roll.
14.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay. I'll say. So.
Oh, wait, I meant
Guys-
to say 16 because I forgot to add my finesse to it. I'm sorry.
Okay. You guys are all over a 12, which was the DC that I had in mind. So, +3 to your agility roll, Døden.
I have a +3 to it as well.
Okay.
Since I've just been rolling with hope, can I continue to try to motion of the ocean my way? Not like riding off the same one, but like spending another one
Sure. Yeah. You
to
want to spend another?
go with the flow and not plummet straight through this fabric.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say that's really good, but then I realized that's a crit on 2 11s, and I didn't even need to do any of the other
Yes.
stuff. So that'd be 22 +3 +2 +3. So
That's crazy.
Three.
All right.
30.
Guys,
Yeah.
we are nailing this Cirque
Ooh.
du Soleil type.
You want to take a
act
picture
right
of that
now.
crit.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, that's a 30. That's crazy. Yeah,
Focus.
you all work together. You take a second. You're paying attention to where you step, and you prepare various things. These hawks are also pulling up on you as you're plummeting to this ground, and you just, poof! It's almost like it is a heavy hit. This is a large individual that you're catching. So you definitely feel the apron sort of dip, and you feel it like lightly touch the ground as you guys come back up with a Døden in an apron.
Yeah, I
And
think
there's
it's
2 hawks there just
the hardest part is probably that he's so like bony, for lack of a better, like so pointy. So all of the force would be in very small surface area. It's not like if he were Santa Claus, I feel like it'd be easier because you just have to support the weight. But
Mhm.
he has like the claw type things that are just gonna pierce through.
You're
Mhm.
telling me you're not Santa Claus?
Unfortunately, not.
It's not in
Santa
my
Claus
head.
kills bears sometimes, allegedly.
I'll say Elret real quick. Just give me a quick 2d12 luck roll.
15.
15. Okay. You notice a stress point in your apron from one of the sharper spots on Døden, but no holes.
Oh, okay. Elred's happy.
And you guys continue on to playful. You've now gotten from, I'll say, halfway to about 3/4 of the way, and I am going to spend a fear as you guys have moved. You look, and again, sort of the branches in various locations have broken, and since that happened now, from the sigils, you're guessing that a lot of the wildlife nearby, and nature seems to get jostled when that happens. And with 2 shoof, shoof, right after another,
Right.
you notice off to the side, over towards probably as you're getting to the 3/4 of the way mark, you start to hear as you notice like a wall, like a scalable sort of rock wall into a hill, suddenly seems to start coming off and avalanching down towards you guys. I need all of you to give me an agility or strength reaction roll. So hope or fear doesn't matter with this. As you suddenly
Almost another
other
crit.
rocks. Oh.
I got a 16.
A 16.
You got a 10.
A 10.
13.
Hope and fear doesn't
13.
matter.
Hope and fear does not matter with this.
20.
20. Okay. So,
I'm
Elret
gonna
and-
use. I'll use. Do you think 13's high enough?
So yeah, what were Elret and Aurelia again?
13.
13 and 10? Okay.
And 10. How high do we think this DC is?
If I'm guessing it's probably either a 12 or a 15.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so
And
one of
what
us.
did you roll again, Morgan?
I rolled a 16, but
Okay.
I can help one of you guys.
Awesome.
I'll test the luck.
Katie, if it's gonna get her out.
What?
You should help Katie if it's gonna get her out.
Okay, I'll give a +3 to Katie's 13, so she gets a 16.
A 16.
A
Okay.
prayer.
What does it look like as you help Aurelia? You see a large piece of rock and some smaller pieces going right for her as she's walking down this path. As it.
I think I just instinctively throw my stick and bash some rocks out of the way, so it's just kind of dust instead of big boulders.
All right, you knock some rocks. Your stick flies through. Aurelia, you see the stick move in front of you as you look, and you get like a spattering of, small pebbles and rocks on you. But that does not allow for ample time for Elret as you look, and a whole other section of rock is heading right for you. So you are. Yes, so you must mark a stress as now you feel these rocks hit you and you are knocked over to the side. We'll roll for a sec to see if you fall into a sigil, but you'll mark a stress. In the meantime, from the rocks, you are going to, I'll just tell you this because this is the first time I'm seeing this. You have 2d20 damage coming your direction.
Okay,
So,
I can handle this.
That
I can handle
is
this.
17 points of physical damage as these rocks hit into you as you're trying to walk through this path here.
Okay, I am going to. Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to use increased fortitude and spend 3 hope to have the incoming physical damage.
Okay.
So that will take it with half. Is it rounding up or down?
I am not sure. We'll say round down.
Okay, so that means it's 8.
Yes. 17.
Yeah, 17
And-
divided
yeah.
8, because you just drop 1 divided by 2.
Yes.
Minor damage 6 to 5, which means I take no damage.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So we are going to roll. Give me. Let's see. A quick agility roll to see if you can maneuver yourself as these rocks. They just kind of cover you since you don't take any damage, and just knock you a certain direction. But you're trying to see if you can be agile and not step on any of these sigils.
All right, agility, that is going to be a 17.
17. Somehow you dig into that dwarven strength and you maneuver yourself in different directions, and then these rocks, you kind of end up like on your ass, but you're between 2 sigils and not on them.
Elret, that was the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The whole thing was very clumsily done. She was kind of like, I'm like, they're clutching my frying pan for comfort.
I'm still hyping you up regardless. Like, girl, that was great. You did so good.
I'm gonna kind of look around, shocked a little bit, and dust off the dirt and rejoin the group.
All right. So you guys continue down this pathway, and I'll say you reach the end of that quarter. So at the beginning of the next quarter, to get yourself from 3 quarters to the actual camp, we'll do another roll to see how well you guys avoid this next set as you are reaching that rougher terrain and looping around the specific hill area. So the DCs will be slightly higher, I'll say, with this tougher terrain. Go ahead and who would like to lead at this time?
Is this agility?
This will be I guess finesse to, again, this is just leading through the next part. Your last marching order was Aurelia, Elret, Morgen, and Døden.
Yeah, still
I have
not me.
+2 to my finesse.
I get 0.
0.
I'm good with Aurelia leading. I have +2 as well, but I feel like she has the experience with the
Okay.
hawk guys.
We just do the same order, I think.
Okay, so another group finesse check, please.
Okay.
So we'll do everyone, and then we'll tell Aurelia the plus or minus, and then you can roll. Oh no, Taylor.
hold on to
What?
Ooh.
It's a
Okay,
13.
I got a
a
14.
13. 14.
10.
Døden. 10. That is a -3.
Aw, rats.
What?
Thanks, guys. It'll just be a -1 because my finesse is a +2, so that's how I'm gonna do this
Okay.
math.
So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a bit harder. Your DC, I'll say, is 18. So you have to
Okay,
roll
my hope
17 or
die
higher.
landed on top of another die, so I'm rolling it again.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Just one more than you
we go.
needed.
I rolled an 11 on the fear
Woo!
and a 9 on the hope.
Amazing.
+2 -3.
Awesome. You guys are traversing through here now as a full group. There's a couple different sections, like seeing all or hearing all that happen in the last one. Aurelia, you're like eyes in the back of your head, like turning your head every now and then to watch people, and you notice a couple different times where each of them either like is about to step on a spot and you correct them and you just, get them all through this next passage.
The gang walk in.
I hear
Nice and
Evandris.
easy.
Focus.
Lock it.
Lock it.
Awesome. And yeah, you continue through with ease. And I'll say you reach the edge, like the edge of the tree line of where you can start hearing various people move around, some, a Clank sitting on, a chair, so you hear a metallic ging as you hear them hit the seat. Yeah, you reach
Does
the
it
edge
matter
of
that
this
that
tree
was with
line.
fear, by the way?
Yes, because I will take fear.
All right, just being fair.
Thank you. Yeah, so you reach this tree line. What would you guys like to do?
Attack.
So, the people are being kept in. Sorry, wrote this down.
So yeah, you reach this.
Southwest the campsite.
Yeah,
Still?
southwest of the campsite. Yeah, are there any scouting things you want to do, or are you just going in?
Do I see?
You look. There's no immediate fencing. It is
Mhm.
open campsite, yes, but all the tents seem to be somewhat together. There's a larger central tent. And you can definitely see a bunch of people moving around.
Do I see
Can-
June?
Wait, sorry.
Go ahead and give me a instinct roll to perceive, real quick.
Could I ask?
Ooh, a crit.
Ooh, okay. Take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And then Taylor, what were you looking for? Sorry, right as you had it. Something in your mouth.
I am snacking. I was going to ask if Clank slept.
You can definitely, I think, see some that have either decided to go into a low power mode, but they're either in a tent that seemed to have an open flap open. Others, they seem to. This group works in almost shifts, as they are like soldiers. So there are definitely some that are awake, some that are powered down in these tents here. Yeah. And with a crit, you don't see June, I'll say, but you can hear her as she's, "You son of a," just cursing the shit out of these guys. And you
sounds
hear
right.
it, and you hear it from a tent that is what was described to you guys as southwest corner. And for a crit, I think it'll help if you guys see this camp area. And I'll load you guys in to this new one.
Ooh.
Y'all can see it, right? And it looks, there we go. Awesome.
Nice.
So, you all are, you guys are essentially outside of this direct area, but you guys are over here, right? That's what it says. So we'll say you're over at a tree line in this direction. Are these going on the token layer?
I am not seeing wherever you're putting us.
Okay, here we go. That's why I put you on the map layer. You guys aren't the map.
Not done that. Also, when I heard that they would be back again, do I know that would I know that this is like their main camp, that like, or everyone goes back to here, or is this just one of their camps?
This seems to be just one of their main camp. Sorry, not one of them, but this everyone seems to be either camping here or moving between the large tents and such. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, you guys are starting off in this tree line on the side there. And if you give me 1 sec, there should be, there's no, sorry, un momento, por favor.
You know, I reloaded and it's taking 12 seconds to load me back in.
I don't know why this search is not doing exactly what I wanted to. I'm trying to find some tokens, but yes, you guys come up to this area off to the side, southwest. Over here, I will point out, is where you hear it. The cursing out, this tent on the side here. As you look around and you see various clanks around in various tent locations. Oop, that's a cat. I was about to drag a cat in here.
Cannon.
You know what? Here's a.
Can there be a cat?
There's a singular cat over there. But yes, you notice various clanks either walking around, talking, moving, helping, repair some armor and things. You don't know if there are some in tents, and you don't know if some are more awake than others or what, but we'll pick up next time at the stealthy event of the retrieval of our friend June here. So we'll take a quick break. Good job traversing through. Almost thought there were going to be some bad points. I had the dice ready for some serious damage.
It would have been fine.
But yes.
Well, you really let us bend over backwards to miss out on that damage. There were some bad rolls.
Yeah.
Pretty bad rolls there.
We got creative though.
Yeah.
I was about to roll 4d8 for the fall damage. But glad you guys.
The thing is, at least in this game, like, you can't just get one shot dead because it's like severe damage is only 3.
Yeah.
True.
But we'll pick up at a late night insurgence of possibly rotating, night watches of the Clank soldiers as our group watches from the forest line. So
Yes.
we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.